Okay, I'm Conrad Presnell from Presnell's Heating and Air Conditioning. Today we're going to talk about cleaning an oil furnace. It's something that we should be doing to our furnace every year, whether it's a hot air or hot water boiler. If it's an oil-fired furnace, we need to maintain that to keep peak efficiency and reliability. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, we're going to start by changing the oil filter. We'll remove this. Clean the inside with carburetor cleaner. The new oil filter is going to go in. It's very important to make sure that we have a very clean oil filter, because that's our fuel for the year. So next we're going to go to the burner, and there's a lot of things to check on this burner. For example, we need to look the electric eye over and make sure that it's doing its job. We need to look at the transformer, make sure it's clean and doing its job, test it. And then we'll pull the drawer assembly out. And there's a lot of things to check here. We've got to clean the electrodes, change the nozzle, clean this up with carburetor cleaner, make sure all the settings are correct. Okay, now that we have it all clean, we're ready to test fire it and set the efficiency. Okay, when we go to test the furnace, we're going to use the back rack tester. It's a little mini computer that will set up our furnace. We're going to drill a hole, stick it in the flue. We're going to run the furnace about 3 to 5 minutes. And we also do a smoke test. And this is vitally important on board. We do this because this is the only true way to get the correct efficiency and to get the clean burn that we need to maintain for a full year.
Hey guys, this is Stevewolbach, your friendly public adjuster. What did you think of that video? That little clip, huh? You can see the importance that you need to maintain your oil burner. You really need to maintain the gas burner as well, but oil is so much more important because it is such a dirty fuel, and it gets dirtier and you have more problems with that. There's more residue left over when you are burning oil versus gas, natural gas. But the guy did a great job explaining things. I actually learned quite a bit of how the burner works. You have your transformer, you have your nozzles. I mean, I knew there was a nozzle in there, the electrodes and things, but to actually see him do that, I almost feel like I could go and service one. But you know what? I'm not a professional, so I'm not about to try it. I would not want that responsibility on my shoulders. But guys, it's very important. Did you hear some of the key things he talked about? That if you do not service it and change the oil filter, how terrible and how many problems you can have with that. Or how about you don't change the nozzle? And now you're not getting the fuel burning leanly, properly. A couple things happen. If you're not getting a nice lean burn, if you're not running at the top efficiency, which is what that means, then number one, you're using more fuel than what's needed. And of course, number two is that's costing you more, isn't it? And from my standpoint, as a public adjuster, you also have a situation where you're letting in those little fluorocarbons. You have the pieces of little atoms that are not completely burned of fuel. Now, if you have a forced hot air system, that gets distributed throughout your ductwork, and that's then shot into every room. So now it's going to be on all your walls. You're going to have it on your window dressing. You're going to have it on the furniture, on your carpet. All this stuff then clings and does not go away. Now, what's that mean to you? Anybody in that household that may have some type of breathing disorder, or just younger or older folks that have normally issues along those lines, they have to breathe this stuff in. This is not good for them. This is not healthy at all. That, from my standpoint as a public adjuster, that is a smoke claim. I have been very successful. The industry handling smoke claims is very successful and going up against the insurance company and filing them. We will do that on your behalf, and we'll get you funds so that you can go and have this thing corrected within your home. It's very, very important to do. So keep that in mind, guys. This is Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. Please check out my site over on YouTube, and that's youtube.com. And then Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I have several videos on there, give you lots of good information about a variety of subjects. And remember, if you do have an issue or you think you may have an issue, get a public adjuster. Let them come in and take a look. We can check and inspect for smoke. And if we find it, obviously we would advise you to move forward. And if you don't want me, that's fine. You would like to have some other adjuster? Not a problem. Just get somebody to represent you so that you can get a fair settlement out of your filing of a claim. Guys, I appreciate you listening. I'm only a phone call away if you ever need to talk to me. Have yourselves a great day, and God bless.